everyone, and welcome back to the Chatbot Podcast. I'm your host, Luna, and we have Zay with us. I'm really happy to welcome Zay today because he brings a very practical and thoughtful perspective. Welcome to the podcast, Zay.
Thank you, Luna. It's great to be here.
Today we're diving into a topic that quietly controls many parts of our lives, yet we rarely talk about it openly. Today's conversation is about finance. Not complex charts or difficult terms, but the way money thinking shapes our confidence, our decisions, and our future.
I think this topic is important because money affects everyone, whether we like it or not. And yet many people feel uncomfortable or even scared when they hear the word finance.
That fear is very real. I've noticed that people often work extremely hard, but still feel anxious about money. They feel stuck even when they are earning. Why do you think that happens?
I think it happens because earning money and understanding money are two different things. Many people focus only on income, but they never learn how to manage it. Without understanding, money creates pressure instead of security.
That's such an important point. We are taught how to work, but rarely taught how to handle what we earn. Finance is almost treated like a secret language. Do you think this lack of education affects people emotionally?
Absolutely. When people don't understand money, they feel out of control. That lack of control creates stress, shame, and confusion. Over time, this stress affects confidence, relationships, and even self-worth.
I agree. Money stress often hides behind other problems. People say they are tired, distracted, or unhappy, but deep down, money worries are there. Let's start at the foundation. How would you define finance in simple terms?
For me, finance is simply how we earn, spend, save, and plan money. It's not about becoming rich quickly. It's about making choices that support your life instead of harming it.
That definition feels very human. Finance is not numbers on paper, it's daily decisions. Every coffee we buy, every bill we pay, every plan we make for the future is connected to finance.
Exactly. And because these decisions are daily, small habits matter a lot. People often look for big changes, but finance improves through small, repeated actions.
Let's talk about spending, because that's where most people struggle first. Many people don't even realize how much they spend. Why is spending so hard to control?
Spending is emotional. People spend to feel comfort, excitement, or relief. Modern life encourages instant satisfaction, so thinking before spending feels uncomfortable at first.
Yes, we live in a world where buying is easy and thinking is optional. Ads, apps, and offers are designed to make us spend quickly. How can someone start becoming more conscious about spending?
The first step is awareness. Before buying something, pause and ask yourself a simple question. Is this a need or a want? That small pause can change your relationship with money.
I love that idea of a pause. That pause is powerful, not just financially, but mentally. It gives you control back. Over time, that control builds discipline.
And discipline is not punishment, it's protection. Discipline protects your future self from unnecessary stress. It allows you to enjoy money without guilt.
That's a beautiful way to put it. Now let's move to saving, because many listeners might be thinking, I understand spending, but I can't save. Why do people struggle so much with saving?
Many people believe saving is only possible when income is high. But saving is not about how much you save. It's about the habit of saving. Even small amounts build confidence and stability.
Saving also creates emotional safety. Knowing you have something saved changes how you face problems. You feel less panic and more calm.
Yes, savings give you breathing space. That space helps you think clearly instead of reacting emotionally. It's not just money in a bank, it's peace of mind.
Let's connect this to mindset. Do you think the way we think about money matters more than how much money we have?
Definitely. Two people can earn the same amount but feel very different. One feels secure, the other feels stressed. The difference is mindset, not income.
That mindset often comes from childhood, society, and past experiences. Many people grow up hearing that money is stressful or difficult. Those beliefs stay with us.
And unless we question those beliefs, they control our behavior. Learning finance is also about unlearning fear. Knowledge replaces fear with clarity.
I want to pause here and speak directly to our listeners who are learning English. Talking about finance is actually a great way to improve your English because these conversations are real and practical.
Yes, finance vocabulary appears everywhere. Words like expenses, income, savings, budget, planning are used in daily life. Learning them helps you communicate confidently.
Confidence grows when language feels useful. And finance conversations help you sound mature and clear in English, not just fluent, but thoughtful.
Exactly. When you can talk calmly about money, goals, and plans, people take you seriously. Language and confidence grow together.
Now let's talk about budgeting. Many people avoid this word because it sounds restrictive. But budgeting is not about limiting life, it's about guiding it.
A budget is simply a plan for your money. Without a plan, money disappears silently. With a plan, money supports your priorities.
I like to think of budgeting as self-respect. You're telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went.
That's a great way to explain it. Budgeting reduces anxiety because you know what to expect. Predictability creates calm.
At this point in the conversation, we've talked about spending, saving, mindset, and budgeting. These are the foundation of financial health.
Yes, and once this foundation is strong, people can think about bigger topics like debt, investing, and long-term goals without fear.
Now that we've built a strong foundation, let's talk about a topic many people are uncomfortable with: debt. The word itself makes people nervous, but debt is a part of modern life. Zay, how should people understand debt in a healthy way?
Debt itself is not always bad. The problem is when people take debt without understanding it. Healthy debt supports growth, while unhealthy debt supports only comfort and impulse.
That distinction is very important. Many people take loans for things that don't improve their life in the long term. Over time, that creates pressure instead of progress.
Yes, and pressure slowly steals freedom. When a large part of your income goes into paying past decisions, your future choices become limited. That's why awareness before borrowing is essential.
So before taking debt, people should ask themselves one honest question: will this help me grow in the long run? That question alone can prevent many problems.
Exactly. And people should also understand that saying no to debt is sometimes an act of self-respect. It means you value your future peace over short-term comfort.
Let's move into a more hopeful topic: long-term thinking. Many people focus only on the present, but finance rewards patience. Why is long-term thinking so important?
Because time is the most powerful financial tool. Small, consistent actions over time create big results. Long-term thinking reduces stress because you stop expecting instant results.
I've noticed that people who think long-term feel calmer. They don't panic over small setbacks. They understand that progress is not always visible immediately.
That's true. Long-term thinkers trust the process. They understand that growth is gradual, whether it's money, skills, or confidence.
This is a great moment to talk about investment, especially for beginners. Many people think investing is risky or only for experts. What would you say to them?
I would say investing is simply delayed reward. It's about trusting time instead of speed. Beginners should first learn basics and avoid rushing.
Learning before acting is such an underrated habit. People often want results without understanding. But finance punishes impatience.
Yes, patience is rewarded in finance. Even understanding one basic concept deeply is better than knowing many things superficially.
Now, let's talk about confidence. Financial confidence is not loud or flashy. It's quiet, calm, and steady. How does someone build that confidence?
Financial confidence comes from clarity. When you know your numbers, your goals, and your limits, fear reduces. Confidence grows naturally from awareness.
That clarity also affects how people speak and behave. They stop comparing themselves with others. They focus on their own journey.
Comparison is dangerous financially. Everyone's situation is different. When people stop comparing, they make better decisions.
I want to bring this back to English learning again, because many of our listeners are improving their communication skills. Talking about finance helps you sound thoughtful and mature in English.
Absolutely. Finance-related conversations improve structured thinking. They help learners explain reasons, plans, and opinions clearly.
Now let's speak directly to beginners who feel overwhelmed. If someone is starting from zero, what is the first step they should take?
The first step is tracking. Write down income and expenses for 1 month. No judgment, just observation. Awareness is the beginning of change.
That's practical and simple. People often want complex systems, but basic tracking already changes behavior.
Yes, and after tracking comes planning. Small plans, small goals. Progress grows from there.
Another important topic is emotional health. Money problems often affect relationships and mental peace. Understanding finance helps reduce unnecessary conflicts.
That's very true. Many arguments are actually about money stress. Clarity and communication reduce tension and build trust.
At this stage of life, financial literacy is no longer optional. It's a life skill, just like communication or problem solving.
And the good news is it's learnable. No one is born knowing finance. It's built step by step.
Before we move to the outro, I want to leave our listeners with one thought. Money is not the goal. Money is a tool that supports the life you want to live.
That perspective changes everything. When money serves your values, decisions become easier and calmer.
Now let's close today's episode. Thank you so much, Zay, for sharing such thoughtful insights. This conversation was truly valuable.
Thank you, Luna. It was a pleasure. I hope this episode helps people feel less afraid and more confident about money.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, share, and subscribe to the Chatbot Podcast. Your support helps us reach more learners and thinkers.
We'd also love to hear from you. Tell us your name and where you're watching from in the comments.
Here are 5 words for today's challenge: discipline, stability, perspective, accountability, sustainability. Write their meanings in the comments.
Also tell us which word was new for you. We'll pin the best comment and feature it in our next episode.
Thank you for listening. Keep learning, keep growing, and we'll see you soon on the Chatbot Podcast.